Why the U.S. is the most powerful nation in 10 minutes. Welcome back to Smart and Easy English. Today, we're going to explore why the United States stands as the most powerful nation in the world. From its formidable military might to its economic prowess, there's a lot to unpack in just 10 minutes, so let's dive in. Historical background. To understand why the U.S. holds such dominant global influence, we need to go back in time. The country's journey began in 1776 when it declared independence from Great Britain, paving the way for its ambitious experiment in democracy. Over the centuries, the U.S. expanded its territory through westward expansion and acquisitions like the Louisiana Purchase and Alaska. This territorial growth enabled the nation to harness abundant natural resources, from agricultural products to vast mineral wealth. The Founding Fathers laid the groundwork for a democratic government, promoting principles of liberty, equality, and justice. The U.S. Constitution, ratified in 1788, established the world's oldest written national constitution and provided a framework for stable governance. This foundation of democracy and the rule of law allowed for the cultivation of innovation, fostering an environment where individuals were free to pursue their ambitions. Economic powerhouse. One of the key pillars of U.S. dominance lies in its economic strength. The nation's vast resources, industrial capacity, and innovation have propelled it to the forefront of the global economy. The U.S. boasts the largest nominal GDP, which results from a diverse range of industries, including manufacturing, technology, finance, and services. The Industrial Revolution in the late 18th and early 19th centuries accelerated economic growth, leading to technological advancements, the expansion of railroads, and increased trade. In the 20th century, the U.S. played a crucial role in the reconstruction of post-World War II Europe through the Marshall Plan, solidifying its position as a global economic leader. The country's free market economy encourages entrepreneurship and innovation. Silicon Valley, located in California, became a hotbed for technological breakthroughs and home to major tech companies that transform the way we live and communicate. Additionally, Wall Street in New York City remains a global financial hub, shaping international markets. Military supremacy. The U.S. military is unparalleled in its capabilities and global reach. With a colossal defense budget, it maintains a robust presence across the globe, deploying troops and maintaining bases in strategic locations. This military might has played a significant role in shaping world events and upholding international order. Following World War II, the U.S. emerged as a superpower, competing with the Soviet Union during the Cold War, in a period known as the arms race. The U.S. invested heavily in research and development, leading to the advancement of nuclear weapons, space exploration, and cutting-edge military technology. The U.S. military maintains alliances with numerous countries through organizations like NATO, ensuring collective security. This network of partnerships enhances the country's global influence, as it can respond to threats and supports allies when needed. Soft power and cultural influence. Beyond military and economic might, the U.S. exerts significant soft power. Hollywood, music, literature, and other cultural exports have transcended borders, influencing people's minds and shaping popular culture worldwide. The American dream, a concept symbolizing opportunities for success and prosperity, has attracted people from diverse backgrounds to seek their fortunes in the U.S. Hollywood's film industry has produced iconic movies that resonate globally, showcasing American values and narratives. American music genres like jazz, rock and roll, hip-hop, and pop have dominated international charts, bringing people together through shared experiences. The English language's widespread usage also contributes to the global dissemination of American culture. The U.S. promotes democratic ideals, human rights, and freedom, often advocating for these principles on the global stage. Non-governmental organizations, philanthropists, and volunteers engage in humanitarian efforts worldwide, further enhancing the country's soft power appeal. Technological advancements. Technological innovation has been a driving force behind America's power. The U.S. leads in cutting-edge sectors like artificial intelligence, biotechnology, and space exploration. Its research institutions and universities attract top talents from around the world, fostering an environment that encourages groundbreaking discoveries and the development of new technologies. The space race, which began during the Cold War, resulted in the U.S. successfully landing astronauts on the moon in 1969, a remarkable achievement that showcased American technological prowess. Today, the country continues to invest in space exploration, collaborating with international partners on missions to Mars and beyond. In recent years, Silicon Valley has been a hub for technological innovation, with companies like Apple, Google, Facebook, and Amazon revolutionizing telecommunication, information sharing, and commerce. Political and diplomatic influence. The U.S. plays a pivotal role in international politics and diplomacy. As a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council and a founding member of numerous international organizations, it has considerable influence in shaping global policies. The U.S. often acts as a mediator in conflicts, utilizing its diplomatic power to foster peace and stability in regions of geopolitical importance. The country's soft power and cultural influence also facilitate diplomatic relations, as its values and ideas resonate with many nations. The U.S. engages in strategic partnerships and alliances to promote mutual interests and security. NATO, an alliance of North American and European countries, has been a cornerstone of U.S. foreign policy since its establishment in 1949. Global aid and assistance. The U.S. is also a significant contributor to global aid and assistance efforts. Humanitarian aid, disaster relief, and development assistance provided by the U.S. have helped countless nations in times of crisis. This humanitarian approach has contributed to its image as a compassionate and responsible global leader. Through agencies like the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, the country provides essential aid, including food, water, healthcare, and education to those in need. In response to disasters and conflicts, the U.S. deploys its military and resources for relief operations, showcasing its commitment to assisting vulnerable populations. Conclusion. In conclusion, the United States has risen to become the most powerful nation in the world due to a combination of historical factors: economic strength, military supremacy, cultural influence, and technological advancements. However, maintaining this status requires addressing challenges and engaging in responsible leadership. As we continue to witness a changing global landscape, the role of the U.S. in shaping the future remains a topic of immense significance. Understanding the dynamics of power, both its positive contributions and its potential drawbacks, is essential in creating a better world for all. Thank you for joining us in this exploration. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And since you watched to the end, here's an additional bonus for you. Challenges and criticisms of the U.S. While the U.S. holds significant power, it also faces challenges and criticisms. Its involvement in conflicts and foreign policy decisions have been scrutinized, leading to debates about the ethics of certain military actions. Domestically, the U.S. confronts issues like income inequality, racial disparities, and political polarization. These internal challenges can impact the nation's ability to project a unified and cohesive image on the global stage. Additionally, some critics argue that the U.S. should use its power more responsibly, addressing global challenges such as climate change, poverty, and human rights abuses with greater urgency and cooperation. Thanks for watching, everyone, and don't forget to enjoy the journey. See you next time.